save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. Yeah, I'm doing good. Hit the subscribe button because my subscribe count's going up and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yes, I'm super excited. I will tell you right now, I want to thank you so much for what has been going on with this channel. I have been getting people reaching out for me for sponsorship. I've been getting people reaching out to do, they want to do collabs. I've been getting all kinds of stuff going on because my subscriber count is going up. So please, if you're watching this channel for the first time or you watched it for the 50th time, you've not hit the subscribe button, doesn't cost nothing. You don't have to be notified for anything, but notifications and likes and everything all help me with my algorithm, also help me to make some money, okay? And right now, I ain't working. This is my gig. Opening up stuff, talking to you guys about stuff, and bringing you into my world. You my friends. Listen, you are my best friends, okay? And you're the best kind of friends, too, because you ain't going to come knocking on my door. You ain't going to be bothering me. You ain't going to be asking me for a cup of water or sugar or milk or whatever. Yeah. I got two packages. But I got to tell you right now, there was a kid that showed up, and I call him a kid because he was probably like in his 20s. Showed up at my house the other day. It was yesterday. And poor kid, man. He shows up. He's got a hat on. He's like some kind of bug exterminator or something like that. And he rings the doorbell, and I thought it was, I was waiting for UPS. I was waiting for Federal Express. I was waiting for somebody like a delivery man. That's what he looked like from the security cameras. And I came running to the door. I was sprinting to the door, and I opened up the door. He's like, "Wow, that was fast." And I'm like, and I looked at him like, I thought you were the Federal Express. I thought you were UPS. I thought you were mail. I thought you were packages. Okay, you're not. What are you? Are you carrying something over there? You want to sell me something I don't need? And he goes, excuse me, sir. What is your name? And I'm like, my name is, and he goes, oh, how you doing, Mister? Strange name I got. Try writing that one when you're a kid. You try to, no. He goes, do you have problems with carpenter ants? And I'm like, what? He goes, carpenter ants. Have you seen any carpenter ants lately? And I'm like, that's a good question. Okay. I'm like, it's in my crazy head, I evaluated the word carpenter ant. I'm like, I have not seen any ants outside with like one of those A-frame things there with like chainsaws and saws and sawzalls and building me a log cabin outside of my. I have not seen any carpenter ants. So I looked at him like, no, I have not seen any carpenter ants. And then he goes, He goes, have you seen any of these? And he pulls out a laminated 8x10 of like 20 or 30 different species of bugs. And he's like, do you have any of these? And in my crazy head, I'm looking at him like, yeah, centipedes, yeah, some of them, yeah. What are those fish things there? What do you call them? Silverfish. Yeah, silverfish. Yeah, I get some of them. Every once in a while, I get some of them in my shower. Yeah, silverfish. Yeah. Oh, earwigs. Yeah, I get earwigs. Yeah, I get. And he goes, do you have any of these? I'm like, no. I'm like, no, because you know what comes after that? Here's my card. You need an exterminator. I'll be here. I can't afford that. I looked at the kid. I went, buddy. I said, look at my yard. I said, it literally looks like I'm in Sanford and Sons over here, okay? Does it look like I'm even recognizing that there's a carpenter out here? And he laughed at me. He laughed, and he's like, do you know if any of the neighbors have any problems with carpenter ants? I'm like, listen, I don't leave my house. I don't know my neighbors. I don't really want to know my. And I felt like giving the Fright Night speech like I give everybody. I'm like, listen, have you seen Fright Night? You don't look out your window. You don't pay attention to what's going on with your neighbors. They can do whatever the hell they want to go do. That's their business, okay? They want to go, they vampires, and they're luring young ladies into the house and doing whatever. That's their business, because they ain't going to be taking over my family. They ain't going to grab my kids. They ain't going to grab my wife. They ain't going to grab me. And they ain't going to be doing no vampire stuff with me over there. I mind my own business. So do I know if they have carpenter ants next door? Hell no, I don't know if they have carpenter ants. I don't even know where they are. He's like, but I did tell him, I said, listen, the people that moved in over there, they knew people, okay? Maybe they got carpenter ants. And he looks at me and goes, what was your name again? I'm like, da, 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 da. And he's like, oh, and he holds out his hand, like, shake my hand. Nice to meet you. Da, da, da. And he goes, can I trouble you for a bottle of water? He goes, they leave us out here all day long, and the car, they come pick us up later on at night. He goes, and I haven't had a drink in hours. And I'm like, okay, hold on a second. Let's put the brakes on for a second here. So there's more of you. There's more of you walking the streets of my neighborhood or somebody else's neighborhood, dehydrated, with your little laminated pictures of random bugs, and they don't even provide you with a cup of water. There ain't even like a local like supervisor that comes driving by and says, hey, with a Gatorade dispenser in the back of his van or something to help you guys out. And you want me to give you my business to kill carpenter ants, and they ain't even taking care of their staff? Woo! I told him, said, I got you. And I went in the fridge and I brought him out the water. Luckily, okay, don't tell my son, it wasn't my water, it was my son's water. He had it in the fridge and it was ice cold. Okay, I got it right off the top shelf. It was dripping with sweat. It was so cold. It was that, and I handed it to him, and it was like I gave the kid like a Christmas present or something. He's like, thank you. Oh, he opened it up right in front of me, took a big chug. He's like, I really appreciate that, sir. Thank you so much. And I'm like, well, hey, good luck with you finding those carpenter ants. And he took off. And I felt very good. I felt very, very fulfilled that I was able to supply this young man who was probably like maybe 18, 19, 20 years old, whatever, who's now going door to door because they abandoned him on his job site and left him for dead, looking for carpenter ants. You can't write this stuff. It's real. Okay. Coming from Brett Ahmad from Upland, California. Thank you, Brett Ahmad. I put the knife down. Heck, I got another package over there. All right. And Brett sent me well, I paid for it myself. Let's make that clear. I'm still on my, yep, I can see what it is. I'm going to show you, and you're going to be like, why, sir? Why? I am still on my USA Up All Night kick. Okay, so I got things coming in that are USA Up All Night related. Here's one of them. This is actually upgrade. Yes, I upgraded a USA Up All Night title because the DVD that I had, all I gotta say is, damn, the quality was really bad, really dark. I don't know. I didn't look at reviews on this thing, but I'm hoping that they didn't just take the DVD and slap it on a Blu-ray, put it in a Blu-ray case, and then that's what I got. But this is a copy of. Tell me you've heard of this. There's guys on TikTok that you go to watch TikTok, whatever, and they're like, shout out the name of a movie and see if I have it. And I don't normally watch TikTok, but whenever those things are on, they catch my eye. I'm like, I'm gonna shoot out a couple of names of movies that I know I own that I bet you don't own. I bet you don't own it. I bet you don't have it in your collection. And usually I'm right on the money. They don't have it in their collection. This is one of them. They never have in their collection. The other one is Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. I got a video on it. It's in one of my videos. I don't know if I did a review or it's in one of my movies for you to never watch because it just make you stupid. Okay, it was a musical. Okay, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. I think it did get a Blu-ray release. Maybe I need to upgrade. I don't know. It literally looked like it was filmed with a handy cam. Terrible movie. The vampires would literally somebody put their makeup on them and just sent them out on the streets of New York, and there was definitely no permits pulled. This was a ridiculous movie, and Jesus be just like singing up a storm and staking vampires. It was ridiculous. So I love when I watch these TikTok things and I'm like, hey, you got Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter? And they're like, oh, no, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. I'm like, I got that, you know. And I got this one too. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Yes. Let's see the quality. Let's see. Oh, they gave me the little bubble wrap thing there to make sure that it doesn't bounce around. Thank you for being overly protective of my stuff. Yep, here we go. Here it is. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. I upgraded it. It's got special features this time. What's the special features? New audio commentary. I'll never listen to that. By moderator David Decotu. Remembering Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers 27 years later. What? A new video featurette with Michelle Bauer and Jay Richardson and Fred Olin Ray. Original trailer making of video. What? A making of video of Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers? And more. I don't know what and more is, but you can only imagine what the and more is with Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers on USA Up All Night with Rhonda Shea. Yes. God bless Rhonda. Love her. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Yes. Next one I got here is from Dan Lavani from Cambridge, Wisconsin. Thinking. Okay. Yeah, I got in there already. All right, it's a Blu-ray. Ah! All right. If you watched my last video, I could not remember what the hell the name of this video was. I don't know. It looks like it's already open, so I probably got it with the digital taken out of it to save a couple bucks because I don't do digitals. I don't do downloads. I don't do streaming. If you haven't watched the channel before, you know I'm anti-streaming. Okay, I'm all about the physical media. I want to have it, hold it, love it till death do us part. I'll sniff it. I'll sniff it a little bit. Sometimes when you open them up, you guys listen. You might be laughing right now, but watch this. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna open this thing up because I just want to see if it has a digital. I'm gonna give it to you. That's why I'm opening it. I don't think it does though, because I think I got a discount on it. But because I didn't really even want the movie, but because movies are memories, I'll tell you exactly why I bought it. When you open up a Blu-ray, a 4K, a DVD, whatever, for the first time, CD especially, sniff it. Oh my, nothing smells better than like printed DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, something. Oh man, it's a copy, no digital. Sorry, my friends. Look, it's a copy of the movie Sinners. Yes, in my last video, I could not think of the name of the double feature that me and my wife went to go see. It was Final Destination, Bloodlines, and Sinners. Sinners was the second movie, and I didn't know anything about Sinners. And everybody kept telling me what a great movie it is. And I watched Sinners, and I got to tell you, the first 45 minutes of the movie, maybe even over 45 minutes, I didn't know what the hell I was watching. And then came the vampires. And I was like, I know what I'm watching here. I'm watching From Dusk Till Dawn. That's what I'm watching. I'm watching a different version of From Dusk Till Dawn. That's what I'm watching. I'm watching you're now trapped inside of a certain place. You could use From Dusk Till Dawn, or you probably use Night of the Living Dead. If you took From Dusk Till Dawn and the original Night of the Living Dead and smashed them together, you got Sinners. Okay, that's what you got. Maybe a little bit insult to From Dusk Till Dawn and from what do you call it? Listen, a lot of people really love this movie. I thought it was okay. I thought it got really good when we got to the vampire part. But prior to that, the whole build up to what was exactly going on, especially since I went in totally blind. Totally blind. I went for Final Destination. Me and my wife went for Final Destination. I figured she was gonna be asleep by this movie. Time this movie came on, she wasn't. She stayed up for it. She watched it. But I'll tell you, once it was done, we both looked at each other. My wife was like, I liked Final Destination, and then I was like, you know, I liked Sinners. I liked Sinners, but I didn't like it until it kicked in. And if you've seen it before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a big span before you finally get some action and like some like real something going on. It's almost like you're watching like an episode of Deadwood, and then all of a sudden, bam, here comes From Dusk Till Dawn, or here comes Night of the Living Dead, or here comes the vampires. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I don't think like I'm giving anything away. It's a vampire movie. That's what it is. And it stars the guy that stole the Rocky franchise out from Rocky, Apollo Creed's son. What's his name? What's that guy's name? From Ryan Coogler, whatever, from Black Panther and Creed. Oh, right there. Michael B. Jordan. No relation to Michael Jordan, I guess. I wonder if Michael B. Jordan decided, I'll throw a B in there so I don't get confused with Michael Jordan. Think about that. I might want to Google that after I'm done with that. I might Google that after I'm done with that to find out if Michael B. Jordan threw the B in there so that people don't think that Michael Jordan is actually starring in movies now. Because, I don't know, you say Michael Jordan to me, when I say Michael Jordan, what's the first thing that pops in your head? Michael Jordan, the basketball player, of course. You know, the guy is like infamous. He's an infamous person, iconic person. You know what I mean? He's like, Michael Jordan. Okay, so, but you say Michael B. Jordan, now you're like, the B. It's the actor guy. Yeah, comment below about that. And with that said, my friends, listen, thank you so much for stopping by. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Hit the subscribe button. Ring that bell for notifications. I put a new episode out every Friday and Saturday. 100% guaranteed. I've been trying to do it short daily of either unboxings or openings or unpackaging or music videos or something. Toys, hot toys or regular toys or some kind of toys. Something in my collection every day. I'm trying to keep this channel going, okay? I have what I like to call my very special sponsor friend. Okay, this is my very special sponsor friend. This guy is human being gold. Okay, that's what I gotta tell you. He's human being gold. I will throw it out there. If you're thinking that he's sending me $1 million paychecks, that's not what's going on here. It's not the amount. It's the thought. It's the thought that gets me with this guy. He is unbelievable. It's just like so supportive. I mean, like I got more support from this man than I had growing up as a child. Okay, there's more support going on from these people that hit me up and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little something. And you know, I really I can feel the thought process behind it. Like, I do these videos every week, and every Friday and Saturday you see a video. So if you're gonna go see a movie on a Friday or Saturday night, and you like the movie, it might cost you like $30-$40 to go see a movie if you're taking a date, whatever, maybe even more if you're buying popcorn or whatever. So I do put a lot of work into this stuff, and to have somebody that shows me appreciation and is like very like punctual. Number one, let me make this very clear. It's not necessary for anybody to do anything for me. I'm one of these people that was like, listen, this world doesn't owe me nothing. This world owes me nothing. Okay, I don't deserve anything. I am not worthy of anything. This world owes me nothing. So you got to work for everything that you get. I put a lot of time and work into this channel, and I'll be honest with you, YouTube does not pay a lot of money. Okay, if I see $100 every 3 months, I'm lucky. Okay, that's the God's on. Put a Bible in front of me, I'm lucky. Okay, if I see $100 every 3 months, for all, you got to think about this. This is 7 days a week of work, 7 days a week of work worth of content, and then I'm editing and I'm making thumbnails. I mean, this is all AI generated. I'm still making original. So sometimes I'll go to Chat GBT to get some of my pictures polished up or whatever. But in general, the stuff you see on the thumbnails, that's made by me. I take my little body and stick it on top of this thing, and I put the words over here. That's all made by me and stuff like that. Very rare do I ever get an AI whatever. And then I gotta type out the description, and then I gotta do the tags, and on top of that, the whole editing process. Finding all the little pictures of all the different movies and putting those things in there. It's very time consuming. But for somebody that has a crazy head like me, that's constantly flowing and raising and going crazy, you know what I mean? It's worthwhile. It's something that keeps my mind occupied. It's a good thing. Okay, YouTube is a good thing for a guy like me, and I appreciate you guys. You have become like part of the family. You're like my friends away from friends. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have no real friends. You are my cyber friends. Okay, you guys are great, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me. And that guy that does that one special thing for me, he does it once every month, and I'll tell you, the appreciation. Sometimes I'm sitting in the car with my wife, and I'm like, I'll get like a Venmo, and I forget what day he does it on a certain day every month. I forget where I'm at, or what day it is, or what's going on, and I get the Venmo, and I'm like, oh, it's him, and my wife's like, wow, that guy never forgets. And I'm like, I said there was a time where he was having some. It was around Christmas time and everything, and nobody has to explain anything to me, and I'll never reveal the guy's name or everything, because he's one of these guys he's a humble guy. He's just doing it because sometimes believe it or not, in this world, sometimes people just do things just because they do it because they got good hearts. Sometimes they do it because they're just good people. Sometimes they recognize you for what you're doing and how you're doing it. But we have kind of got this little relationship going on where like because I feel like he's a sponsor, or he helps me in a certain way of sponsoring this channel. He very well could have paid for Sinners. I could have paid for Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. You know what I mean? I give him information on what I'm gonna do next. He gets the lowdown before you get the lowdown. I give him a little bit of extra information just so he knows that I'm not giving up. I want him to feel like, you know what, I'm investing in you. What are you gonna produce something? I'm gonna produce something. I'm gonna keep trying to produce something, and I'm gonna keep this channel going as long as I can keep going, and put as much content as I can, as much time as I can, as long as I don't overwhelm you guys. I find that I get a lot more views with the shorts because people got TikTok brains. I'm sorry, you got TikTok brains. What am I? Cop brains. That's another cop brains. Too much smoking that damn devil's lettuce. Okay, a lot of people in this world right now, because it be legalized and everything, people can't focus that long. So TikToks that are like a minute long, or shorts that are a minute long, everybody will be like, wow, that's amazing. But to watch like a 14-minute long video, even if some of you guys, when you see how long the videos are, you're like, wow, he made a video that's 45 minutes long. Ooh, ain't watching that. We'll just fast forward past the beginning part, which is usually, to me, to me personally, the beginning part is me talking about my personal life. That's the important part. The unboxing part is me informing you of whatever's going on there. Some people skip the beginning part. They're like, hell with this guy in his personal life. I just want to see the unboxing. I want to see what he's got. Maybe he's got a free digital code for me. I also give away all my free digital codes. The digital codes are all free on this channel. I give them away. I hold the thing up. I show it to you, and you guys can have them. I don't want my digital codes because I don't download nothing. I don't want to watch a movie on my phone. I don't want to watch a movie on my tablet. I'm getting a little bit older. I'm going blind to begin with. I don't want to be watching those things on my phone or my tablet. So I give them away on this channel. So you guys, so what they're selling on eBay, you will get for free on this channel if you like, share, subscribe, and get those notifications. Because if you don't get the notifications, when I go to flash the barcode or whatever, you're not going to get it because you're not going to know that I'm doing it that day. But Friday and Saturday, I post religiously. I'm not going to let that guy down. I'm not going to let you guys down. You guys, I look forward to the, you should have gave me some, whatever my theme song is at the beginning of this thing. Every single weekend, I appreciate you. You guys are great. I mean, just to think that you take the time to sit down and watch me do anything is appreciation, okay? I appreciate you. I truly do. Tearing up a little bit. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you each and every day, and I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.